Hi there, welcome to Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Maths. Today we're going to be continuing trigonometry and now looking at the sine rule. With the sine rule, we're going to be moving away from right-angled triangles and looking at more general triangles. So this will be different to sine, cos and tan and Pythagoras because we will not be dealing with just right-angled triangles. The sine rule allows us to find the length of a side or the size of an angle in a triangle. To use it, we need to know the length of one side and the size of the angle opposite it. If we look at this diagram, we know one angle at the top of the triangle and we know the length of the side opposite it. We know this angle to the left and we do not know the length of the side opposite. Since we know one side and the angle opposite, we can use the sine rule to find the length of that unknown side. The sine rule is given on page 16 of the log tables and is given as such, where lowercase letters stand for the lengths of sides and uppercase letters stand for angles. Notice how angle A is opposite side A, angle B is opposite side B, and angle C is opposite side C. The sine rule reads A over sine A equals B over sine B equals C over sine C. Or it can also be written with the angles on top. So sine A divided by A equals sine B divided by B equals sine C divided by C. This is useful because you put the unknown value on the top of the first fraction. So if it's an unknown side, you'll put the side on the top, and if it's an unknown angle, you'll put sine of the angle on top. Here's an example. The first thing we want to do is identify the angles and the sides opposite them. So my first angle here, 26 degrees, has a side opposite it of 9. My second angle, B, is an unknown angle and the side opposite is 16. Since I'm dealing with an unknown angle, I will be putting the angles on the top of the fractions. I'll begin by writing out my formula. Sine A over A equals sine B over B. I only need two parts of the formula in order to solve. So even though there is sine C divided by C is also equal, I don't need to include it. I only need two parts. Sine B is my unknown value from this question, and the side opposite it is 16, equals sine 26, which is my known value, over 9. To solve this, multiply both sides by 16 to give sine B on the left and 16 sine 26 over 9. When putting this into the calculator, you'll need to put that sine 26 in brackets. All that can go into the calculator and you'll get sine B equals 0.7793. To get B, we will take the sine inverse 0.7793. B works out to be 51 degrees. In our second example, we have an unknown side. So that means in the formula, we're now going to put the side lengths on top. So it'll be A over sine A equals B over sine B. Let's pair up our angles with the sides opposite them. So 44 degrees is opposite X and 38 degrees is opposite 10. Filling in the values we know, putting our unknown value on the top of the first fraction, we have X over sine 44 equals 10 over sine 38. You can get the value of 10 over sine 38 and then multiply both sides by sine 44, or you can do it all in one go. I'm going to multiply both sides by sine 44, so X equals 10 sine 44 all over sine 38. When putting that into the calculator, you need to put those angles in brackets or it'll give you an error. All of that will come out to be X equals 11.283, and you can round that off to 11.28. That's been using the sine rule. I hope you found that useful.